Bing bong. Woo! What's up? How we doing? Hope we're all doing good. Good morning. I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. Let's get a W. I'm with that. Time to pattern trade. Everyone's longing. But this right here is a 4-hour imbalance. I was putting in the Discord before the stream. I want to see this 4-hour closure just expand higher. I was looking for a 15-minute entry pre-market right around here, around 7, 8 o'clock. And it just didn't play out. We just retraced on this 4-hour candle, so it's whatever. Have to wait. But we're in a deep discount. I mean, we're in OTE down here. So watch for a 30-minute closure, a 15-minute closure even. You already have a new 1-hour candle right here at 9 o'clock. So you could even maybe trade a 1-hour higher for a candle 2. You have some down close candles right here that it needs to close above. Right, so we can watch that. We're at the -4, -4.5. So obviously, you guys probably can see by my watch list tagged. Good morning from France. It's the World Cup. We got all international teams, people in the chat. For those who get here early, we always do what? Talk about our bias. Talk about news. Talk about POIs we're watching around the open. And then we do our giveaway at the end of the stream. We give away one of these indicators every day. Golden Knights lost? Yeah, I was watching the hockey game. So let's talk about bias. Also, does my audio sound good? I changed a few settings. Save the text box. Yeah. Let's talk about, is my audio okay? I changed a few settings around. Should be good. All right. Also, I was watching gold off this low. This low right here. I put it in the Discord as well. I wanted to see this kind of go higher. Gold's coming off a candle 2 closure. Look at these equal lows right here. Candle 2 closure is strong. We're at this daily imbalance now. So it might not want to do anything except hang out. But watching gold. Only problem with gold that I don't like longs yet is that if you look at the daily profile, we're kind of seeing a consolidation. So it could want to come down and do like a New York manipulation to go higher, right? Or it's an Asia reversal and we just move lower today off the imbalance. So personally, I kind of want to see us come down here if that's going to play out. That's gold. But yeah, nice daily closure here with SMT. So I remember I said yesterday on the stream, it kind of just felt like the market was waiting on something. Our trade yesterday didn't play out. We got wicked out. And then we get a Trump tweet at 1 o'clock-ish. And the market just runs, right? Talking about they're reaching a peace deal. It's in progress. No strikes tonight on Iran, all that stuff. So that's why you saw this move here, end of day. So it kind of just felt, like you kind of get that sixth sense the more you sit here and watch. And we're in a news-driven environment. When your trades don't play out like you kind of expected them to, we're kind of in seek and destroy. It's like, okay, we're selling off hard. What happened? And it kind of just felt like the market was waiting on something. So right now, bias-wise, I'll zoom out. And we can go look at the side-by-side as well. Daily chart right here. What do we have? Candle 2 closure here. Across the board. SMT at these lows. Right? But candle 2 closure across the board. Strong close too above what? above this down close candle. And you can see we've hit that, right? We've hit the opening price here on ES. So my eyes are kind of going to current high today, this high right here. We've already swept out these equal highs. If you go look in the Discord, I also talked about how these were upside targets, right? And we've already hit that on YM, these equal highs here. Bang, bang, swept. So kind of pulling off that. It's probably drag the market down a little bit, but I don't mind because the lower we go, the more upside we can capture. So I'm still bullish today. On the indices so far. The daily candle hasn't really done much. You know, we put in some wick down here. Let's move down. But I'm looking to trade it higher after this high. So that's my bias for today. POI wise, kind of already have it written out. You know, this imbalance we're in on a 4 hour. This 4 hour imbalance is also a what? It's also a 7 hour. And so it's looking like, if you look at the sessions, Asia, London, New York, it still looks like a New York reversal, right? Where London reversal, where London makes the low of the day. Let me expand higher, right? Let me cut that on. You can see London's at low of the day here, forming the daily wick. I don't want to see this traded back to. If it does, I don't want to see seek and destroy. Maybe we could catch a New York reversal higher, but that's kind of what I'm watching right now. I prefer not even to come back down here. So far, we're respecting what, 50% of this imbalance. So on this move right here. Color code for chart. I need to make that a command where you can just type like watch, if I type in end or indicator, right? It'll pop up like a command. I need to make like colors or chart a command, and you can just get my colors. The colors for the chart background is just this color code. You can pause it. And then for the actual, everything else is black, and then the green for the candles right here is this color code right here. So you can pause that and copy it. Yeah, we got plenty of commands you can use. Any concerns that we rejected from a daily volume balance on NASDAQ? You talking about this right here? This new week opening gap? This is a new week opening gap right here. We're in it. A little speed bump, maybe to go higher. Passwords, address. OnlyFans. Honestly, I'm just trading the closures. But we're in that, right? We're in that weekly new week opening gap. So I'm still looking at this high. As Ahmed says, 29,850 is this high right here. So that's bias. News-wise, what do we have? Not much, right? Just some 10 a.m. stuff that could help us out, but that's news. And then POIs, we talked about that, and we talked about the giveaway. So that's it. Let's watch this little swing down here. You know, you already got a 15-minute closure off this low. We're 15 minutes before the open, so I'm probably going to wait. Basically, if you wanted to take this long right here, you'd be looking to basically hold through the open or get out right when this 15-minute candle expands and closes, because 9:30 opens just going to be this new 15-minute and it could just go crazy on you. Could wick you out and then run in your favor. So that's why I'm waiting. I'm not too concerned with this closure up here. We can watch though. We're kind of just back inside this range. Yeah, 1 minute longs right before the open. They can play out, but you're going to get stopped out a lot. I'm also noticing like YM's definitely stronger pre-market. Definitely hasn't retraced as much. ES hasn't retraced as much as NQ either. So we got plenty of room for upside today. Look, we're still in around the open, just kind of chopping around the open right now. So we have plenty of room to run based on the 5-day average dealing range, as you can see. So no reason to really hop in yet, do anything crazy. I feel like TradingView does not let you like see things in higher frame rates. Let's check out gold real quick, because gold, good morning. Gold swept this low. Could still see this off the closure above here. 30-minute doesn't look too bad either. But like I said, gold's kind of in this daily profile that's just been consolidating so far. So it could want to sweep the low before moving higher. Does it have to? I mean, London's already put in low of the day, but 7 hour was just done. Kind of just like a little chop. But technically, it's tapped into a little 4-hour imbalance right here. Formed a swing point. And closed pretty nicely above these down close candles, so just need to watch it. It has closed below the 50%, the previous candle. Came down to OTE. So that's gold. Some nice targets here. Good morning, everybody. So that's basically what I'm watching. SpaceX IPO today. What's the ticker? Like SPCX? No data yet, but there will be some in 10 minutes. Gold has a bearish daily fair value gap. Yeah, I'll take it into consideration, but I mean, this should be disrespected if the order flow has changed bullish, right? So I'm just going off the candle closure. This should fail if it is going to remain bullish. You can see we've hit it and got a new phase of price, right? That's the thing. I was like, oh, we're in this imbalance. Yes, it could, right? If I don't get my setup and it just chops off this imbalance, then we don't trade it, right? But if we get a setup These things, these premium arrays, if you're bullish and we hit them, should act as a speed bump sometimes, or we just bust right through. But if they sit here and react at them, it should just be a speed bump in the road to keep going higher, you know? And those speed bumps can give you opportunities to get in. So it kind of just looks like we're consolidating a little bit, you know? You have expansion higher. Respecting this imbalance right here. So like I had someone ask me like it was like a 1 minute chart or something, and it was like, what about this imbalance all the way over here? Like it was something like that. And we were like right here. I was like, brother, like the order flow is shifted. Like we're just, these are gonna fail and get filled in along the way. It was like a fair value gap from like 3 hours ago, and it was on like a 1 minute chart or something. I was like, it's like, I bet if you screenshot your chart right now and send it to me, it's gonna have like 1,000 fair value gaps, 1,000 order blocks marked out, tons of volume imbalances. If you notice, like I don't have anything on my chart marked out right now except for like a line. Then the indicator does the rest. Because not every fair value gap matters, you know. Not every little inversion matters. I just look for the closures, right? High on the higher time frames. Once I get that closure, then I start dropping lower and looking at PD arrays within the leg, you know, and what we've hit. But until then, like I don't really care about any of it, you know, unless it's on the higher time frame. I always kind of like to joke around. It's like you can tell how new somebody is with how many drawings they have in their chart. It's not a dig. It's just a fact. Because I used to, and you know how I know that? Because I used to be the person with all that shit drawn on there. You know? But at a certain point, you don't need to kind of draw everything out. Like I see that we've hit this last imbalance in this leg, you know? Like I just see it without having to mark it out. It just comes with experience. And I can just eyeball like, hey, we're in OTE down here. But some people are very visual, right? Me, I'm only watching a few things. So it's pretty easy for me to kind of flip back and forth and get my bearings, you know, on where we are. And the indicator definitely helps with that as well, with these vertical lines. And so I'm a very visual person when it comes to that. Visualizing the time aspect of these candles. But I'm only watching a few things, right, over here. So because my basket's pretty small, I don't need too many reminders with drawings on my charts, right? But if you're like on Wall Street and you're trading like a whole basket of like tech stocks, right? You probably do need some drawings on there because as you're flipping through, you want to see, you can't remember all these, right? We got like 5 minutes, 6 minutes until the open. Even if we close like, you maybe get a 2R. Or maybe I just put my stop like here at the breaker low. You know, get a better RR. That's like, it's below 50% of the order block, so that's not too bad. Get a better RR to that high. We'll see. That's gold. This mic is like high in my face. Um, mm. TRDVIC says, one of the biggest tips I ever used from you, Zach, was the tip on finding stuff you like from different traders and using them as puzzle pieces for your own trading style. Yeah. Just find traders or some kind of style you resonate with that matches your personality, what you kind of enjoy. Take the little gold nuggets from their strategy, things they're doing in the charts, and implement it into your own, right? What would you recommend minimum account balance for the live account? Depends on what your goals are. I don't know your financial situation. I don't know what you're trying to do with the live account. Are you just trying to like have some skin in the game and learn in a low leverage environment? Or are you trying to size up and pay your bills and go buy a Lambo? Like, I don't know what your goals are. I don't know what your financial situation is. I don't know if you're supporting kids, if you're single, have a family. Like, it just depends on what your goals are. But you need the minimum to like, what's the minimum for AMP? Let's look. AMP futures margins. So the broker I use, right, just to trade a micro E-mini, you just need $40 to hold one intraday. And then at the last 15 minutes of the day, they want you to have 2,700 in there. Basically trying to like force you to close the position if you don't have a big account, right? That way you, within that hour break between the previous day and the new day, you can gap around, right? You can get news. And so it's just to protect you and them as the broker, right? But to trade a micro, you'll need $100 in your account to hold one micro on NASDAQ. Now, if you're trading NASDAQ like E-mini, you need $1,000, right? And then they want you to have 40K in your account to hold one into the close, right? So it depends on what your goals are, but you need to, a bare minimum, meet these requirements, to hold the position. And then it's all about what's your goal with the account. Is it to learn without having to use the prop firms and all their rules, but still want to have some skin in the game? Or are you trying to pay your bills? Like, it just depends. So there's no one size fits all answer. But 80% of people in the chat, bullish. We got 100 votes. We got about a minute and a half till open. So let's go ahead and let's close that. Let's close the poll. No switching sides. You're locked in. On AMP futures, can you do order cancel order? Yeah. OCO. You can also turn on instant trading, right? Buy and sell buttons up here, one click trading, and come over here and change the contract size. I can just hop in right now if I wanted, right? But personally, I have all this off for now because I use hotkeys a lot. And so right now, until TradingView gets their shit together, like I've said, TradingView is not the best platform to execute on. It's kind of annoying because like keyboard shortcuts, right? When I take a screenshot of my chart and I want to like do a screenshot on Windows, I do Windows key. All right. I do Windows key Shift S. And what's the hotkey to market order in? A sell. Shift S. So if I forget to press Windows or it doesn't register and I do Shift S, it automatically sells me in however many contracts I have sitting up here, right? So I've fat fingered in so many times trying to do that. I just said, fuck it. Until TradingView lets you customize your own hotkeys, which should be bare minimum on a trading platform. Like they just need, I feel like they're just it looks really nice, but the performance of the app sucks. The customization sucks. Like, what are we doing? Paying like $400 a year for this? More and more, I want to just switch to something else. Like even the tick rate. Like look how like sluggish these candles move. Like I want to see this thing like going up and down like right? But like I'll get tagged into a position. It'll just like boom. I'll get tagged in before the candle even hits my limit. Like it's absurd. Like see how it just like no, I want to see this thing like tick around. Like the tick rate on these servers or the data feed, it's not it. Yeah, the only thing that TradingView has going for itself is like, yeah, it's feature rich. Everything looks really nice, you know? You can set nice alerts, but the performance sucks, especially if you're trading on it. Performance of the actual app. Like I can just tell, like look at the red dot. I'm on a 240 hertz monitor. I think this charting software is only updating at like 60 FPS. There's no way, right? Like I can just tell. How you seeing MGC for longs? Gold? It's kind of in this consolidation. You look at like the 4 hour or hourly and cut on like the sessions. We're kind of just inside the sessions right now. I wouldn't mind seeing a sweep of the low or just it turn here and move higher. That's kind of why I have this 15-minute marked out. But let's go watch the side-by-side on indices here. Isn't Discord free? Yeah. Deep charts? I've heard of that. I'll check it out. I use AMP futures for my broker, but I'm willing to switch if the commissions aren't BS. That's what I like about AMP futures, dude. They have a transparent like fee structure. They don't try and nickel and dime you behind the scenes being like, yeah, it's like 25 cents a contract. But then they hit you with like hidden fees. AMP, I just know it's $4 round trip for a mini. You know? So if I sell one, if I buy a mini and then sell it, that's $4. So $2 each side. What is your bias today? Man, you missed it. We went over it. You can see here everything tagged blue is bullish, everything red is bearish. Oil played out. Our bearish bias off this closure just came down to what? Our target here. So kind of done with that this week. Didn't really get a piece of that. I tried to here off this like hourly structure, but I was in bed before it finally closed below. Gold. Still looking for upside off this closure here. Yeah, we got some equal lows here. So we kind of need to see how we react off this imbalance. But right now, I'm kind of just thinking it's a speed bump to go higher. And then indices, right? Candlestick closure down here with SMT. So we're bullish. It's looking like it wants to sweep out London low, though. So we need to watch the reaction there. Keep in mind, we are in that what? New week opening gap that we hit right here. So we've hit that. Swept out. Asia high. I just hope it's not a seek and destroy day where we just expand both sides of this range here. If it is, maybe we can get along up to here. You can still play seek and destroy. You just have to be aware that you're in it and trade the extremes of the range, right? You don't want to trade within the range because you can get chopped around. What do I think about Ninja Trader? I don't really know. I haven't really experienced Ninja Trader. I know they have a bunch of like features and like you can like automate your strategies in there. My buddy who trades pretty heavy size uses it, so maybe I'll switch to that if TradingView keeps giving me problems. Does Ninja Trader have their own brokerage? Can I just put money in there, or is it I have to like integrate just like TradingView? Is gold our 5-minute valid right now? Once it closes. You mean for longs or shorts? If you want to like pre-fire, basically trade a candle 2, you could hop in above a closure here. Stop here. But you're trading a candle 2, right? Usually I like to see the reversal form, then I'll trade candle 3 higher. But this is a pretty small wick reversal candle, so this could continue to expand in the next 20 minutes. I kind of like it actually. The only thing I don't like about gold right now is how we're still in this. Still within like these sessions, you know? I guess it's still London low a day, but that's the only thing I don't like about gold. I was trying to trade it on a 15-minute earlier, but it closed below 50%. So personally, I'm going to watch. I think indices are moving pretty nice. But so far off the bat, it looks like NQ's weakest. ES somewhere in the middle. YM a little bit stronger than the rest. YM's already tagged this high up here. So it's looking like we might get a nice closure here at 10 in the next 14 minutes. Sorry. 23 minutes. Watch this 1 minute. We got so close to this low. I'd rather just see some like SMT at that low, then we can long. You can watch. That's the thing. I would still probably chart on TradingView and then just execute on my second screen over here, or just pull like the window over, you know, like this, and just like press the button. I don't know. I can do that right now currently. I have a CQG login. They give you for AMP. They give you CQG login credentials, and you just log in on TradingView. So I can still do that technically. What platform to execute on? Right here on TradingView. My broker integrates. See? I can just hop in. Would you short now to that low? Nah. Like I said, it kind of seems like we're in a little bit of seek and destroy at the moment. I'm not trying to just enter in here. I want to enter at one of the extremes. Gold's starting to look good. That 5 minute doesn't look too bad. Already done 50% of the volume today. That's pretty good. Came down into what? OTE. Reacting off of it. So like, this isn't a bad trade off this 5 minute. You're trading a candle 2. It's a little bit more advanced. You probably have to market order in up here. You could probably get something like that. 3R, 2R to this high basically. Depending on where you get in. The 15-minute structure looks pretty nice too. Again, this 4-hour candle just kind of retraced a little too much for me. I wanted it to kind of hit 50% and then turn. Because when you close below 50% like this, it kind of makes me think like we'll just go for the low down here. But I'm going to wait. I'm just waiting across the board for everything to kind of figure out a clear one-sided direction. Because we're just kind of putting in wicks to the downside right now. Here and here. And you're starting to see YM kind of roll. So starting to see the strength kind of switch. You have YM dumping now, and you kind of have NQ getting some strength off this low right here. So kind of need to just let the market get in sync, figure out which asset we want to trade, and then go from there. But yeah, personally, like, see, look at this. See, it failed instantly. I'm glad I didn't take that. Let me just remove some of this stuff. That 5 minute just went, hell no. You ain't getting in longs. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, it did it again. There we go. Look good. Boom. Oh, actually. There we go. How important is backtesting the model, bro? I think backtesting is important so you can build the confidence in it. That way, when you go in a losing streak, you don't freak out. Or you take a good loss, you don't freak out. Like, oh my God, the strategy doesn't work anymore. And then you go strategy hump. Not hump. Hop. And then the cycle just repeats, right? I think backtesting is important so you can actually see the model play out over time. But there's things that backtesting don't show as well. Like hesitating on setups, FOMOing in, right? Because you can just skip through 1 hour candles within a second. So backtesting is good to prove to yourself that the model works, get confidence in it, practice executing it, and training the eye, pushing the button. But it only can take you so far because there's things that a live market will teach you about yourself that backtesting can't. Trump tweet, yep. Fucking knew it. Get someone take his phone. What do you say? Let's pull it up. You can kind of just tell too, like when everything starts dumping or moving, like oil up, gold down, NASDAQ down. You can just tell someone said something. Oh wait, let's look at the SpaceX real quick. Trump said no such thing as dealing in good faith with Iran. They better get their act together. And he basically accused them of leaking deal terms. And like fake news and stuff. They don't match the written agreement. So that's what I told you, man. Just because they say there's a deal and we're making progress on it, war's over. Obviously, I did a little clickbait title. I was like, is the Iran conflict over? But we all know deep down, like, just because they say something one day, they could literally go back the next day on some petty shit and just mess with it. When is SpaceX actually IPO? Is it like 11 o'clock or something? Is it going to be like delayed? Wait. How come I can't see it? 9:50? Start trading at 10? Okay. If today is just going to be ass, we can maybe watch that for a second. In the calendar. I'm not touching SpaceX. You know, retail's about to get fucked on SpaceX when my own mother texts me about it the day before. I'm being dead serious. You know they're about to fuck retail over with that when my own mom texts me. Look. Oh, she's in the stream yesterday, by the way. SpaceX goes public tomorrow? Question mark? Maybe it's backwards. I can't tell. But you know there about to be some fuckery on that. Okay, well, gold. Again, I'd love to see some lows swept out here across the board. We can trade maybe the extreme of some chop higher. Trade the extremes of the range. Don't want to kind of trade the middle. So it's hit there. Let's get a nice closure down here on like a 30-minute or a 15-minute. We got 14 minutes until 10 o'clock. Watch this 15-minute candle. Let's pile in longs. I know people who trade turtle soup who would buy this, stop somewhere like right here, and look for highs. Stop at this like low right here. Just been back and forth. We're looking for the move for the day, right? We're looking for where this candle wants to expand. We've just immediately rebounced to this daily range. ES. Take out its low as well currently. So if you're looking for longs, this is going to be a New York reversal. For shorts, it's looking like what? A London reversal. So it's kind of 50-50 at the moment. It still kind of looks like rounding formation after sweeping highs. So I wouldn't mind taking a long off this if we get a nice closure. $29.071. This FEG good for buys. I don't enter off fair value gaps. I know, shocking. My handle's fair value god, but I don't enter off fair value gaps. Used to. So far, low of the day swept. Here and here. I haven't swept it here. You do have some equal lows here on YM. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like NQ is a little bit stronger at the moment. Until YM gets in sync to the upside, I think you're gonna see it drag ES down. So if we're looking for longs just off the rip, in the current state of the market, it looks like NASDAQ is the one to long. Gold kind of looks like it wants to come down. Slowly but surely. So we're kind of just waiting for a setup to jump off the chart at us. I mean, 1 minute. Damn, my voice is going. Sound like a smoker. 1 minute, you have these down close candles here. But we wicked that price. Came back down. So I'm kind of thinking that we might create another low. I think could do that. We'll see. I still want a long. I don't want a short. Not yet. I mean, look at the phases of price. We had the reversal here with S&T. Candle 2 closure. We're in a candle 3. We haven't really done much today. We're still at the, we're still at the area where you can get Judas swing. Here or here. So we're kind of just seeking and destroying around inside this range. I'm looking to take a trade to the extremes of the range, right? So there's nothing really clear for me to want to take a trade. We're just up and down and up and down. I'd rather take a long off the low than a short off the high and fade this closure, this very strong daily closure, right? Look at the 4 hour. Even the 4 hour is still bullish. You know? We're in an imbalance. I haven't closed below it yet. We still have 9 minutes left. But like we're just in looks like a consolidation phase of price currently. So out of consolidation you get what? Expansion. And usually I want to see the opposite side of the range taken before we expand, you know? So that's what we're getting right now. Think about who we knocked out. We knocked out longs here on this move down and fucked them over. Now we're knocking out, sorry, we knocked out shorts right here, and then took it lower without them. Now we're knocking out people who are long on this. Now I think we knocked out both people, right? Both sides. We can probably run to a real direction now. TradingView said, I hope it appears in the chart soon. If that's real, that just shows you that they don't have their shit together. I kind of feel like TradingView's for amateurs at this point, the more I use it. Like, do you see any hedge funds using TradingView? My financial advisor doesn't use TradingView. It kind of just like feels like, let's pile everyone into TradingView, make it super shitty platform to trade on. So they can just lose money. Just kind of consolidating down here at the slow. Execute on Ninja. I'll take a look at that. And I know it's not my PC. I dropped $7 grand on a new PC. Best you can get pretty much. So it ain't the PC. Perry, does Ninja have their own brokerage? Or do I have to like integrate it like I do with TradingView? Like I have AMP as my broker. I just log in. TradingView for those who trade small size. They have their own brokerage? Yeah. Are the commissions nice? Quant Tower is good. Yeah, I've heard of Quant Tower. Maybe we'll just chart on here and I'll just execute on something else. There's something about being able to execute on the charting, like on the chart, you know? It's kind of nice. But if it's costing you money and performance, just kind of giving you a headache, it's not like it's bearable, right? Like the performance of this app is bearable. It's not the best, right? And I'm always looking to get the best PC, get the best 4K monitor you could get right now. Like, what's that? Is it Billions? He's like, life is here. He's like, I like it here. Is that what it is? I'm a big quality guy. Like, I'm willing to drop bands on something if it's gonna give me a quality experience. Suits? Okay, not Billions. God, now the market I feel like is spooked. We got Trump tweeting. Nobody wanna. Is Trump talking right now? All right, I think SpaceX is open. Oh my God. It's gonna open at 171, 27% above its IPO price. Its IPO is at 135. It's set to open at 171 on NASDAQ. People about to lose their loot. That's what I'm saying. Let all the people gotta pile in early and just dump the bag on. It might pump in the beginning. Like look at Coinbase. I got it in Coinbase right on IPO day. Coinbase pumped that week and then just dumped and just sold off hard. Like you had a nice. I was down on Coinbase for years, dude. I bought in like right around like 340, I think. As it kind of came down a bit and it just dumped. I was down a bag on Coinbase for a while. I think I'm out of it now. All right, we're about to get 10 o'clock. We might close candle 2 here on the hourly. I just don't really mess with IPO stuff. I'd rather just trade. Let the hype fade out. If it wants to dump, then you just get it cheap. Under IPO price. But that's the talk of the town. When my mom is texting me about SpaceX IPO, that's how you know. She's not into finance at all. That's how you know that I don't want to touch it. Gold, just hanging out. Not really doing much. Let's see how we close here in the next 2 minutes on the hourly. And the 4 hour even. I think 4 hour candle 2 closure off this low. See what I mean? It's just kind of in this broadening formation where we're making new lows, making new highs, right? You want to trade the extremes once the extremes hit back the other way, not enter somewhere in here and play the guessing game of which way it's going to go. Now that we've taken out sell side, and I'm looking for longs today because of the daily candle closure, right? The lower time frame is now aligning with the higher time frame. That's when you get expansion, right? You're about to get a 1 minute closure, or sorry, 15-minute closure. What's the longer I'll sit at the computer? Sorry, let me repeat that. What's the longest you will sit at your computer to wait for a setup before you call it a day? Probably till like 11, 11:30ish, the most. It depends also on the day. Sometimes you get like a delayed move. Like if we just kind of chop all morning, and then right around 10ish, 11ish, you start to see it run. We can take a trade then. I mean, here's our trades. Took a small L. Oh, we took sorry, these are wins. We took a small L in ES yesterday. 1R there. But we got a win here for 2R, win here for 2R, win here for 2R. I guess they only show you like the last 4 executions. But we had some wins over here too. News at 9? You mean 10? You're going to look for longs? That's smart. 20 seconds till we close. Let's look at how we close across the board. Like a whole 4 hour inside bar here on YM. Candle 2 closure here to the upside, here to the upside on the 4 hour. Didn't close candle 2 in the hourly, but you did on the 15. So we can look for 1 minute or 15-minute longs, right? Uh-oh. Little pop. Not saying I want to take this, but whoo, come to daddy. I mean, we already have a projected swing here. Wick formed, small wick. This thing needs to chill out though. My trading view's lagging. Some highs up here. God, this thing's already running. Let's see. We're blowing past that 15-minute imbalance so far. I mean, I don't want to wait for the retracement. Maybe like a tiny retracement. I want to ideally, hop in like something like that. I want to risk like it's still like a 2R. Let's see. Maybe I'll do something like this. Try and hop in on this imbalance. If it'll come down. Because we already have a projected low formed, the wick formed, right? It's a 3.82. All right, my limit's in the market. Can we get a little retracement to get long off the lows here? It's like becoming slower and slower the more shit they add. Get your boy in. 3-minute. Oh yeah, look at that. Closure. We're entering right on the 3-minute candles here. We almost had a 3-minute closure, 30-minute closure. Let's come immediate rebalance this 3-minute range and get me in. See how this 5-minute closes too? Even better if it closes here. Above that. I like it. We're playing off the lows. We're kind of reversed off the deviations here. Off London low. We're aligned with the daily bias, right off the daily closure. Got a 15-minute closure down here. It just kind of sucks there's no like 1 hour. This thing might just run without us, dude. It kind of just popped pretty quick. Bruh. New hourly candle as well. So we're tapping an hourly imbalance right here. That's the only sketchy thing. Maybe that's a speed bump we need to get in. You got SMT at the lows. Come down and tag us in. It's got that breaker look. Right? Come to Papa. I mean, even then you'll be entering like at 50%. Not too bad. And if we don't get the retracement here to get in, we can just look for another entry, another continuation entry on the 1 minute or 3-minute even. 5-minute close above, that's nice. Here. Like I said, we're in this hourly imbalance. Just want to get a little retracement to tag us in here. Come on down. Dig down into these down close candles for me. Also, look what I just noticed. Oh. Respect it here. Come back down, respect it again. Not that I trade inversions, but... So this 5 minute just hit the opening price here. Personally, I want to see it dig a little deeper. But we're playing off this 15 minute, right? The low's already been formed. It's already expanding. We want to maybe get tagged in as it expands. But if it just runs without us, then nothing we can do, right? I'm not going to just buy up here and chase. You see YM hit that imbalance. Dang, man. And I don't want to do this, personally. God, that's annoying. We'll see. You can always put the order back in. Also, a little 5 minute imbalance that could get created. You could want to come into. So we'll just watch. I don't know if it looks like it's in a pretty big of a hurry to get up there. So remember what I said there earlier about just buying this low? A 15 minute and stop at this low. I know people who trade like that. Little turtle soup. Personally, it's not my thing, but damn, 160 handles from that 5 minute stop. This thing's in a rush. I mean, it's playing out like we wanted, just couldn't get in. Anyone in that? I mean, equal highs here for high day, other side of the range, right? You're in? Nice. Just annoying when it goes that quick. I guess I could have just market ordered in here. Stop at the low. Let's go. People are in. Right idea. Just kind of didn't get an entry there for me. But yeah, I mean, these highs look like pretty solid targets. Yeah. Did you see me try? Look what happens when I was trying to place a market order. Like, look at this. Let's say I want to hop in like here, stop here, or some shit. You see it lagging on me? So let's say I want to risk like $6 grand. Okay. Look. See my fucking TradingView lagging? The circle behind my cursor? Like, dude, what are we doing right now? Relax, bro. Refresh your trading view. That's the thing. I don't want to have to refresh my trading view every time I trade. Are you in? It's by design? Yeah. I think it's time to switch, dude. Check my CPU usage. Bro. We're at 4%. 15%. It's not the CPU. I got a 9950X3D. TradingView's cooked. I know. Like, what? And then when I go to market order in there, like, it just starts freezing on me and shit. And then it lags. I place the order and it like candle start moving without me in, and all of a sudden it just limits me in up here, or markets me in up here instead of here. It's just not it, and it fucks up my risk reward. But idea correct. Do you talk to support? They might help. Maybe I'll ask. Would have been going against my strategies in the breakers and entry. What, this? I was fine entering off the imbalance because my stop's still at the protected low. We're just playing these candles here. This is your entry. Closure above here, right? I just wanted it to retrace a bit to get me in. How much RAM usage? Bro, I got 64 gigs of RAM. GPU's a 5090. Told you, I got the best thing you can get. 64 gigs of DDR5. It's not the PC. It's TradingView. Free TradingView version? Yeah, for sure. I'm on the free version. But look, expansion met with expansion. What is that? It's a reversal. It ain't over, bro. We could get a little sweep down here, and I can get in for a little scalp. It ain't over. That's what I'm saying. TradingView is for fucking retail. And if I'm pushing size, I don't want to trade retail. I'm not retail anymore. I'm trading 9 minis, okay? Is that retail still? Try to reconnect amp. All right, let me try and reconnect. Bro, they changed the look of it. We'll log back in. It doesn't help, dude. I've tried everything. Back in. If everyone else is having problems, then it's not just me. Use the website for executing on trading. Talking about executing on TradingView. Their app's the issue. Nice. Horny. I hit his 3RR. We might get a little scalp here. Or a nice big pullback on some, maybe some nice pullback here. I mean, you're digging up into these imbalances here. One minute left in this 15-minute candle, so. Quite annoying. It sometimes lags less. It's been lagging all week, not just me. I'm about to go Ninja Trader, dude. Fuck this bullshit. I'm over it. Can we get continuation? I wouldn't mind, right? This candle close. We resweep this low. Put in a new 15-minute wick. Then I can go long. Sweep this little 1-minute low. So the web version is better. Should we just start going on web version? Should we test it? We're about to get a setup here, so I'm not going to switch yet, but you can use Ninja Trader like TradingView. I would still chart on here. $15-minute candle too. Yup. All right, like I said, I want to see this low swept right here. So something like this. I'd love that to get in. A little something like this. Close above the down close candles. My stop can go here on the new 15-minute wick. Let's get in, guys. I'm with you. Let's get in. I'm trying to get in. Personally, I might just take this long. It seems like we're in a hurry. I would love it to sweep the low, though. I mean, you're disrespecting this little imbalance here. I wouldn't even mind. Like this, if we sweep that low, it's also a tiny 5-minute imbalance. We're tapping off a 3-minute right now. But usually you get those higher time frame breakaway gaps when it's in a hurry. So again, I want to see it sweep the low personally, but if it just closes above, I'll just hop in. 3-minute doesn't look bad either. The problem is you don't have a closure. But I mean, we kind of know where it's going, right? This 1 minute is... I'm about to get a 3-minute right here. If it just shoots up, I'm about to rage. Bro. No. Need the closure. You gotta have some wide stops in the 1 minute. Like this thing, that's the thing. I don't even want to long it right here because if we hit this high and roll back, the risk reward is still decent here. I would just go break even. Maybe we set a limit. Limits don't be lagging. I'm trying to limit in. Let it come to my level. I got filled for half my position. To the tick. Can I get the rest, please? Give me the rest. I'm in for 2. Trying to get in for 4. Brother. There we go. I'm in. Stop loss 25.75. TP up there. Let's make sure that's a 2R. Boom. All right. I'm in. Let's see if this inversion holds. Don't like how we swept the high though and immediately come back in. We want to see this hold. I want to get rid of the executions so I can actually see what's going on. Get a little 1 minute imbalance there. Let's see. We're so close to the highs, man. Pending on the rest of the assets as well. Nice 5-minute closure there above the down close candle. We're tapping in that 3-minute as well. Let's see. It's not up to me anymore, right? It's up to the market. Trying to trade a candle what? A candle 4. Candle 4 higher. It's in it looked like it's in such a hurry, right? We're trading the strongest asset as well. it looked like I was in such a hurry that I feel comfortable taking this entry, right? Would I have preferred it to sweep this low? Yeah. But I'm going to go break even at these highs. Thanks, Zach. Every day live for this week. You had 3-day win. You're up 9R. No losses. Nice, man. I'm up about 14,000 today or this week so far as well, even after yesterday's loss. So we all winning. We'll see if we can get a win here to end the week. We need to watch the other assets as well. Don't retrace on me now. See how we're like, this is weak. We're still in strength here. Sometimes you can get saved being in the strongest asset, but come on, man. That's not cool. Stopped, bro. Damn. Tried. Try to trade the continuation here. Let's see. Watch this low. Watch that low. So we took a little 1R loss there. Try to trade the continuation off this low. My stop was at the body. That's why I got stopped out, even though the low's still intact. Watch this 5-minute imbalance as well. That's that low. What's gold doing? Nothing. Ain't no way they sell it back off. It's still a good loss right there. Just got swept out. Let's see. Still a green on the week. We just need... Okay, get off my screen. Now you have SMT at this lows currently. If we come back up, they got our ass again. Just annoying we couldn't get our entry down here. Probably would have gotten 2R. Like, even if I market ordered in, let's say I got in here. Yeah, we would have gotten 2R right here. So that's annoying, but market maker in the chat, get him out of here. Ban that dude. Here's the thing, like your stop's gonna be what if you try to take this 100 handles on a 1 minute? So see how this is not an expansion candle currently? It means, I mean, we have 4 minutes left, but market's on some bullshit. They got us, bro. No way. Get the market maker out. Here's the thing though. You're going to have a 15-minute imbalance right here when this candle closes. I'd like it to sweep this low. I think maybe we can take it higher. This will be trading a candle 2 then at a POI if it does that. Trading a candle 2 higher. So we need to wait. Second shot of the day. We got one more shot left in the chamber. Even if I lose that trade, I'll still be green of the week. Right? So let's see. We want a 15-minute imbalance to form right here. Gold shorts incoming. This looks way better. We hit what? -2, -2.5, and got a new phase of price. Do I mechanically trade TGIF? Is there any other way to do it? If you're just doing whatever you feel like doing in the moment, then you're probably not trading TTFM, right? All right, 2 minutes. 2 more 1-minute candles after this one. How much did I lose? Like 5,600? Let's look. Yeah, 5,600. So far on that little stop out. Right? Trying to trade it higher. Got stopped out here. So let's see. Let's get this imbalance to form right here. Dip into it. And we can trade the candle 2 higher on the 15-minute. It would be this low right here. We need swept. They never want to follow through, man. We were trying to trade the candle 4. Didn't want to expand, right? It's looking good too. But can't win them all. Are we still accumulating? Maybe the move will be later? I don't know. I think the move's already kind of playing out here. All right, this candle's about to close. I like what it's doing, just kind of consolidating. That's what we want. We're looking for this. Off these down close candles. Personally, I'm not looking for this little short. Even though it's painting, right? We got 15-minute FEG right here. See? You want to tap into that? And go higher. It's 10:30. Still got plenty of time left in the day. And this will also be, well, it's 15-minute. 30-minute will immediately rebalance that as well. We'll hit the opening price of this 30-minute candle. If it just runs now, that's quite annoying. Ooh. Now we just sit and wait. And like we're in this consolidation, right? So we'll sweep the low of that consolidation to go higher. God, this is looking so good too. The 30-minute imbalance. Yeah, these should get disrespected if we're going to go higher, obviously. But we're looking for this. You just joined us. That's what we want. For a little scout to equal highs. Tell me these don't look like good targets. Trade into. Tell me. Well, this kind of comes down. What's SpaceX doing? Nope, not there. I'm telling you, TradingView's ass. They're dropping the ball on all sides of the court right now. The performance sucks. Can't change your hotkeys. They don't even have SpaceX IPO on launch day. They're dropping the ball. I think it's time to switch, boys. Where's my Ninja Trader brand deal? Any trades today? Yeah, we're down 1R. Tried to long this continuation right here on this 15-minute candle, and it had other plans. So, down 1R. Currently. Use AMP futures, you can get Quant Tower. SpaceX USDT perpetual. Did you use Ninja Trader just as your execution and like AMP? No, I'd probably just send money into Ninja Trader. They have their own brokerage. And then there's no SMT at this low yet. Nope. I was thinking if there's SMT at this low, we could long, but there's no SMT. So still waiting for something to be taken. But I keep AMP. Yeah, like I don't have all my money in AMP. I could just put more money. I could just have 2 accounts. Maybe I just keep this one as a swing account. And then day trade on Ninja. I like the name though, Ninja Trader. Be a ninja in the charts. Probably because it performs so well, is what I'm hearing. Are we really not going to take that low out? Oh my God. You gotta be shitting me. Let's see, we're sweeping these highs right here. Will it come back down now? You gotta be shitting me. Give me something. There she goes. I don't know. Are we getting a tweet again? SpaceX shares indicated to open at 170. I don't see any news. Even better, now we kind of have some equal highs. I don't know what this wick's all about. Market's being funky. SpaceX IPO. Fucking with the market. Let's just engineer some liquidity right here. Sweep some lows. Pick everybody out. Higher. You kind of have a breaker looking pattern, right? If you're low, high, lower, low. You know? I'm no artist. We'll see. Like I said, we're just going to wait for the low to be swept. I want to see it come back in the range. And then we can long it off this 15-minute imbalance. Look at gold hourly. Where's the C2? Here? I still think gold's just kind of in this consolidation. Again, yeah, I would rather see the low swept. I'm not an artist, but I'm autist. I don't like it. We're trading outside this T-spot that's bearish, so that's good. If you're still in from like down here, don't be greedy. I guess you got your 2R here. But it's now barcoding. But out of barcode, you get what? Expansion. So. I mean, we have what? A candle 3 closure on the 30-minute. About to have a candle 3 closure on the hourly. So, around 11 o'clock, we could see something. If we're just going to chop here. These look pretty nice. Barcode, you get the bill. Oil looks like it wants to dump. Look at the daily. Expansion, expansion. I don't know. Personally, I would not short it off this imbalance. Like to see it just go higher. Especially after hitting this low over here. Oh, look, we're back at NQ. Didn't miss anything. All right. Now you have strength here. Weakness here. Let's sweep this low out. There it is. The low's 87. The low on this candle is 86 and a quarter. So it's been swept, obviously, now. Is it just going to dump, though? Or are we going to come back in the range? That's what we're watching. Off this 15-minute imbalance here. I mean, damn, your stop's going to have to be... Depending on where the body is. If you use the bodies. I just kind of wish we had SMT right here. We don't. Then I can maybe look to short instead of hitting the other side of the range. And technically, you have SMT right now. These lows. So, do we peep NASDAQ? I mean, ES instead? Off this high? Or off this closure above? That could be the play if we're trying to long strength. And your equal highs are where? Up here. You have all this trendline liquidity, though. It's kind of sketch. If the SMT holds, though, that might be the plan. All right, because we swept this. Looks like we're coming down now to sweep this. Are we just going to reverse down lower? There's no real gap. Probably come sweep all these lows, honestly. On ES. And then go from there. I mean, this is the weakest one, so we're in this 15-minute imbalance. What a shitty market. That's the thing. You're looking for follow through on these moves and you just don't get it. That's what sucks. Is it time to short it lower? Oh, it's looking like seek and destroy, right? We're just chopping in the middle of the range again. It's not a very good hourly wick. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Where's 10 a.m. right here? Watch it hit 10 a.m. I'll be honest, it looks like it wants to just sell off more. Back to the low. Tease everybody with those highs up here. Now my trading view is lagging. See that up here? What are we doing? I mean, look at that closure on the 15. That's not a very bullish closure inside the imbalance. We're in a new 15-minute. I mean, if this thing could hit and roll, I might short that, honestly. Projections lining up with some liquidity. Let's watch. If we're gonna play this game. We have SMT at these highs. Reversals are high probability when that's the case. So I got one shot in the chamber left. I'm thinking that's the play, honestly. I'm gonna put my target like down here, or 2Rs like here. Let's put it down here actually, because I'll probably have to market order in. Damn, man. Stop selling off. Wait for me. All right, I'm in. Sells. Let's get it. 3R down to these lows. 2R right here. We'll go break even like at this low right here. That's halfway to our target. I'm up like a couple thousand right now. Playing this candle 4 lower. We're hitting 10 a.m. Don't you be that guy. Let's finish the sell model. Don't you be that OTE guy. We could probably even hold runners for this low. So let's see. Let's stay heavy across the board here. Let's get Wyman sync, huh? Last shot of the week, last shot of the day. 2R to this for 10K. How about we take 4 off here at 2R? Okay. If we get down there. And then hold the rest for the low. Hold a remaining contract for the low. It's 230 is the low. All right. And then 2R would be where we got in here. Stop here. So 2R would be like right here. 87. We'll buy four there. Boom. There we go. Target set. Just got to sit and watch now. Hit this little hour 1 minute imbalance right here. Want to see it stay lower? So we got knocked out up here. SMT at the highs. Expansion lower. Haven't touched the stop yet. But we got, look where my stop is though. 15-minute imbalance high if we don't expand lower here. So, again, we need this candle to kind of expand within the next 9 minutes lower. We are retracing currently. So, if we're just not going to get follow through here, right, on this candle, and not any follow through here on this candle, then we need to get off, right? Just not our day. Not the day we want to trade. We'll see how this 1 minute closes. Prefer it to close back below this imbalance, but that's not a very good closure, is it? Our stop is at a 3 minute imbalance high, so we might get stopped here. But we'll still be green in the week. You know? So let's see. Close back below here and we'll be good. Trade's not over till it's over. Give us that dump. Little 3 minute breakaway gap. Little 5 minute breakaway gap. Nice closure there for the imbalance. Want to see it stay heavy. Best case scenario, we close below these up close candles. Then I can reduce some risk to the swing high. SpaceX shit is coming. SpaceX fucking with the market. Oh my, we just got spiked out. Oh, no way. This is SpaceX bullshit. I probably got slipped hard on that. You gotta be shitting me. Yo, the PC's cursed. Alright, well that's negative 2R for me in the day, so we're calling it there. But still green in the week. Is SpaceX actually... There's no way. Yeah, OTE hit what? 10 a.m. price. How come I can't see the SpaceX? Damn, I bet I got stopped there pretty hard. Let's see. Actually, not too bad. All right, well, here's today's P&L. 11 grand. Unfortunately. Negative 2 on the day. Right? But still green in the week. If I pull up, let's see here. Here we are. Here's what we're currently sitting at for the week. Then you add in the negative 11K, right? Here's where I'm currently at for the week before today. 14K, still up 3 grand on the week. It's not 14K, but tough shit, you know? But yeah, the IPO is definitely a pain in the ass. And now we're getting... It's not a good day, man. Because... Oh shit, you can't even see my screen. Sorry. This is what you're up before today. Right? When you combine the... Here, I gotta screenshot it again for you. Combine the P&L from today, right? That'll go right here. We'll still be up, what? 3 grand? So, this is Iran news, not SpaceX. That's what I'm saying, dude. You're in a trade and you're getting tweets left and right. Not the day you want to be trading. So I know when to step away when it's not my day. My rule is 2R on the day, negative, and you're out. So we're at negative 2R for the day. We'll call it here. I don't reduce my risk. Are you asking or telling me? Dude, you can get a... Yeah, I could look for another setup, but I'm just gonna call it, man. I mean, I don't see this being a high probability day anymore. You know, we're just in this chop. And it's just news after news after news. So we'll call it there. I mean, shoot. We didn't get follow through on this move. Came back down, had a nice candle closure. Closed pretty bearish here. Just looking for that wick to form here on the 15-minute. And trade it lower. And you didn't get follow through there either, and we just got a news candle. So it's just not the day to trade. So we'll do the giveaway here, though. I didn't forget about the giveaway. Here we go. The word, I already know what the word's gonna be. All right. The giveaway keyword is news. IPO. How about just news? On some bullshit. We got kind of fucked the past couple of days, but it's all good. Name of the game. We're still up on the month, still up on the week. All we need is one winner, right? Think about it. Actually, depending on the R. 2 trades and we're up. We're past all this and we're still green. You know? Because I'm down 3R the past 2 days. But still up. What? Half an R or so on the week. So tough day. Not a lot of follow through on these candles. We kind of didn't get our entry down here that we wanted. I'm going to look at Ninja Trader to try and get that sorted. See how my executions are on there. Maybe I'll also try logging into, like, after the stream ends, I'll log in on the browser and see if that helps with performance. We'll give it here a couple more minutes, a couple more 1-minute candles, and we'll close the giveaway. Let people get in. But unfortunate, just the lack of follow through on both sides of the market here. We wanted the candle 4, didn't get it, right? We wanted the candle 4 here, got Iran news. So but I know some of you guys captured a piece of this right here. On the swing we were targeting for like 2R. So I know some of you guys probably caught that. Unfortunate that I couldn't get in. Because we would have caught in that 2R and just hopped off instead of getting stopped out here and then stopped out here. So any weekend plans? Probably go on the boat. I'm going to go to the gym first though. Get all my anger out. But we'll close the giveaway here in the next 60 seconds. So when this 1-minute candle right here closes, we'll close it. Damn. What's crazy is, remember that 10 a.m. like little scout model that we're about to get highs here in a second. Remember that 10 a.m. scout model? Kind of messing around with OTE, the range, where it hits 10 a.m. opening price. Bro. Bink. And it ran. Oh my. It's insane. I don't know. I feel like we got fucked on news here. I kind of feel like this was going to play out. Here's what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's end it. Carpintero, you are the winner. Carpintero, winner of the indicator. 1 month free of the fractal model indicator. DM me on Discord, I'll get you that. Also, our giveaway ends in 1 hour. See, it's 11 o'clock. Or I guess you can't see that. At 11 o'clock, or 12 o'clock, noon, Eastern time, our giveaway in the Discord ends. We're giving away 2 fractal model indicators and 1 Lucid Pro account. 1 Lucid Pro account. So, you can enter that still. It ends in an hour. And that's that. I think we're going to end it here. There's no point in kind of watching this shit anymore. I've already taken a loss back to back. So, I'm going to step away and call it a week here. We're still green in the week. Not as green as we were. But we'll journal it. Move on. You know, this is, again, looking like what? Just fucking seek and destroy on a Friday. So, that's that. Catch you guys later.